Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I eat in a day while working. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. Today is Friday. It is now 9 a.m. I did wake up this morning around 7, a little bit before 7, made the bed, washed up, did my skincare, still doing my public goods, which I will have that video of my whole public goods skincare review linked down below if you want to check that out. I'm going to go down to make my cappuccino. Welcome to our extended coffee station, because the coffee station is over there, but now we have the espresso machine over here, and I've wanted one for so long, and here it is. We were just gonna do the Breville Barista Express. We got a Crate and Barrel like new move-in coupon, so we did use it for this bad boy. And the reason we did this one is because they had it in black, and Austin really liked the look of the black. It's like a matte black, but I also like it because it is the touch. So we have set up like little things on here for our drinks. So mine's Lauren and his is Austin. I've just been making a ton of cappuccinos. They just bring me so much joy. I'm going to show you how I make my cappuccinos, because we don't just like leave a bunch of beans in the hopper. We do measure it all out. But the first thing I'm actually going to do is heat up the basket. So I actually just do that in with our sink, because it gets very hot very fast. This is it, our portafilter. So I'm using the double shot basket. So I'm just filling it up and letting it kind of run through for like 10 to 15 seconds. That way it gets the portafilter nice and hot. And sometimes water's sitting on the bottom, so I just let it kind of sit on this. That way extra water can drip out. Turn that bad boy on. And then I add on just this little plate that I made in pottery. Beans I'm using are from Alana's Coffee in Mar Vista. They roast them in-house. It's Ethiopia Nano Genji. It roasted just a few days ago, so they are freaking fresh. And we're doing 18 grams. Our cabinets are very low. As you can see, this is already low, and then for some reason they decided that this would be a fun little addition, but just makes everything inconvenient. So we have to open up the cabinet so we can take off the lid. And just dump our beans. All right, now that all the extra water has dripped out of this, again, just giving it a nice little dry down, make sure we're all dry. Now we're putting this on here. I'm gonna click mine. And I have it set to 8 now. It came out pretty long yesterday, so I'm actually gonna go down. And then because there's only 18 grams in the hopper, we don't really need to like time the grinding of it. After 8 seconds, a little halfway through, do a little shake. Breaks down the clumps and kind of flattens it out. Now it sounds like it's done. Just do a quick little weigh to make sure all 18 grams came out. And then all I'm doing is kind of flattening out. We're going back and forth. Make sure your finger's dry. And then we're gonna take our tamper, take the razor just to make sure that we are looking good, locking her into place. Take my little mug, tear that as well. So we've been doing 28. Lately I've been doing 30, so we're just gonna do 30 for that. A little big, but we'll wait and see what it is. I put in 17.8. What you want to get back out is, what I've read is 2.2 to 2.8 for like the average espresso. Anything less is short, anything more is long, but I got out 51.5. So if we want to do the math, 2.89. So a little on the long side. And then the milk that I've been using is this almond barista blend from Khalifa Farms. The reason we've been doing this one instead of oat milk, which also foams really well, is because this one has fewer carbs. So it has 5 net carbs per serving. For very low carbs, bought a macadamia nut milk, and he's like, oh, it says it foams beautifully. I'm like, obviously they're not gonna say it like foams like poo, so nobody would buy it. Like everything was gonna say it foams well, and it was just gross. It didn't taste like anything. So this one tastes good. Oat milk tastes slightly better. It's just carbier, and I just fill it up to the bottom line. And what I like about this one over the Barista Express is when I'm lazy, I can just put it in there, hit go. I have it up to 170, which is the highest the milk will go, and then foam of 7, which I think is either the highest or second highest amount of foam, because your girl likes foam. And all I gotta do is and it's gonna froth it for me. I do always take a sip of the espresso alone before adding in the milk. How did this taste on its own coming out before I add milk in there? It's like, oh, it's so good. And this is out. Cleans itself, which is nice. And now you all get to watch my beautiful espresso art. I don't know, I've been trying to watch TikToks on how to pour coffee. I saw somebody do this. And once you get to the foamy, then you can tilt and do that, maybe. And then you just keep trying to do it. And then you look at what you got. Here we have a seahorse, which means it's gonna be a good day. And then we take our seahorse cappuccino, and I'm gonna read. Get some nice reading in. I've been reading A Random Walk Down Wall Street, which is also about investing. As somebody with zero finance background, I find it interesting, and I feel like it's one of the more well-written ones and like easier to understand ones versus The Intelligent Investor, which was good, but like old and a lot. And then Capital, which was a lot. I do have work today. I've been working at Everlane in Venice, so I'm just going to change. Probably gonna leave here around like 12:15-ish, only because it's not far, but parking's hard sometimes. And I am gonna pick up my like lunch. Before I go up and get ready really quickly, I'm just going to make myself a tea, and I'm just been using a tea bag because we have them and I want to get rid of them so I can focus just on my loose leaf teas. But this one's really good for your throat. So because I just feel like dry, my throat just feels a little bit dry, I'm going to put that in there. It's the Yogi Honey Lemon Throat Comfort, and the little thing says the voice of your soul is breath. Hot water, and I'm going to add a little bit more honey in. This is local honey from Wild Terra LA, so it's local to LA, which is really good because I also feel like maybe it's just my allergies that are really bad. Like yesterday, I've been trying to take my allergy medicine less. I used to take it like every single day, and I've been trying to go off some days. And then yesterday I didn't take it. I was just like super sneezy, and my body started itching, and that's how I know like, oh, my allergies are bad. Like my body was just like itching. It was so uncomfortable. So I ended up just taking one in the afternoon because I couldn't handle it. So hopefully this helps as well, just like calming down those allergies. Water's so good. All right, I'm gonna go get ready now. So this is the outfit I'm going to go with. These pants are my absolute favorite. They're like really high-waisted, and they're not denim technically, so they're like also very stretchy. Good straight leg. And this top I actually got before I worked there. I think I got it like a year and a half ago maybe. Usually I wear it as a shirt, but because it might get warm today, I'm just gonna actually do it like as a sweater. So underneath, instead of just a bra, is this bra top from Girlfriend Collective. So it's black. So it looks really good, and it has these thick straps, so it's meant to be more of a top than a bra. On running shoes, the white ones, and my Allbirds, which are gray, are the only two shoes that I can actually stand up in for like 6 to 8 hours a day. And then I just need to put on the like little bit of makeup that I put on for this job. Now I am all ready. So as you can see, I just put some like eyebrow stuff, gel, I suppose, and then put a little bit of eyeshadow on and mascara because it's all you see. I'm gonna make a salad in like 10-ish minutes, but until then I've just been editing my video that will have gone up last week on 5 tips to staying healthy and in shape as you continue to reach your goals. So I'm just gonna do a little bit more of this. All right, now for lunch, before I head off for work, kind of like an earlier lunch. That way I can take my medicine in time. I'm just gonna have a classic low salad. So arugula, a little bit of flaxseed, sprinkle on some nutritional yeast, the rest of the prosciutto I have, which apparently didn't seal up very well. I'm also gonna add in the rest of these tomatoes, which I originally got for roasting, which never did, plus some tomato from my roof, some red onion, some very squishy avocado. Not too bad for as soft as it felt. Just do half of it then. Some Brightland vinegar. This is their Lush strawberry vinegar. And of course, some Brightland olive oil. This is the Alive, which I love for salads like this. Just the classic low without limits salad. a bed of arugula with so many colors, like how I mentioned last week. We have purple with the red onion, red tomatoes, some green avocado, which is also healthy fats from the olive oil, and then some protein coming from the prosciutto. It just looks so good and bright and vibrant. So excited. On the side, just some tomato from my roof, a little bit of salt and pepper. Look at how meaty those are. Can't wait to grow more. I'm so excited for the spring. And this is also fully filled up to take to work. We have a water thing at work, but I like having it full so I can at least finish this guy. I try to at least have 4 of these a day, because 4 of these a day equals a gallon. So I've already had 1. It's almost noon. I'm gonna at least try to have 2 of these at work. Around. Oh yes, plus flaxseed and that nutritional yeast with cheesy flavor. So graceful. Now it is a few minutes after 12. I finished my lunch and I'm ready to head out. I don't start work until 1, but I do want to pop by Erewhon in Venice just to get a lunch, like a plate of something. That way I can have it for my lunch, which will probably be more towards like dinner time. So I didn't get any footage in Erewhon just because it seemed a little hectic in there. The Venice one is kind of small. When I walked in the line for the hot bar seemed pretty long, but thankfully it moved really fast because I was like, oof, might be pushing it. But I ended up having to wait anyway for the buffalo cauliflower. But I did get a cookie, and so big and squishy and like half broken. And it is a raisin one. The thing said oatmeal chocolate chip. I knew they all smelled like raisin. Raisin's still good, but I wanted a chocolate chip cookie. Here is my meal. I ended up going with a chicken just because the salmon, it looked good, but there was like nothing on it. It was just like grilled salmon. And usually they put like a little something on there to give it some flavor, and it just kind of looked a little plain. So I got that. I got a kale salad that has almonds and cranberries, and I got the buffalo cauliflower. So that's gonna be good. I'm gonna just throw it in the refrigerator, and then I will microwave the buffalo cauliflower and the chicken when it's my lunchtime. It's now about 8:15 and I just got home. So I had my lunch around 4:45 and it was pretty filling. So I'm not super hungry right now, but I'm like hungry enough to where I am gonna have a factor meal. I'm gonna have one that just doesn't seem as heavy, just to make sure I'm not like hungry as soon as I go to bed. So I will do that, and then I'm going to hop in the shower, and after the shower I'm going to just make another tea before bed, and I'm actually going to use this Elix Get Well just to make sure that I get well. Here it is, the chicken, which actually looks pretty good and juicy. Some roasted tomatoes. This is like a creamy cheese, and then over here is some roasted broccoli. So I'm probably gonna mix the broccoli in with this like creamy stuff just to give it a little extra flavor. It's about 9:30. I was moving a little slow, so just got out of the shower in my PJs, threw on a pullover because I am gonna watch a little bit of Station 11. I'm going to make my tea, again just doing the honey lemon throat coat, and then I'm actually gonna do a little scoop of the honey, and I'm gonna put that in before I do the water. That way I can go right on the honey and melt it faster. The little thing says, when you become part of the universe becomes part of you. And then I'm also going to add in that Elix Get Well. It says to do 3 squeezes of a full dropper. And you can do it up to 4 times a day. Between meals is recommended. Here is my tea, still nice and hot and steeping. I'm gonna let it cool a bit. But that is what I ate in a day while working. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you like to eat in a day and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.